In late August 2025, the phrase "Trump is dead" exploded across social media platforms, instantly dominating online conversations and capturing the attention of millions around the world. What began as a single cryptic post quickly snowballed into a global phenomenon, with the hashtag #TrumpIsDead trending at the very top of feeds on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Within hours, the phrase was everywhere, on news tickers, in group chats, and even whispered in coffee shops and offices. The suddenness and scale of the rumor's spread left people everywhere confused, anxious, and desperate for answers. Despite the lack of any credible source or official confirmation, the rumor spread like wildfire, fueled by the relentless momentum of social media algorithms. As users shared, retweeted, and commented, the phrase gained even more traction, creating a feedback loop that made it nearly impossible to escape. The more people saw it, the more they believed it might be true, and the more they felt compelled to share it themselves. People everywhere were bewildered, caught in a digital storm of speculation, disbelief, and misinformation. Friends and families texted each other in panic, while strangers debated the rumor's validity in comment sections and online forums. The uncertainty was palpable, as even seasoned journalists and media outlets scrambled to verify the story, only to find themselves chasing shadows. The trend highlighted the unsettling power of modern information systems, where a single phrase can be amplified to reach billions in a matter of minutes. Algorithms designed to maximize engagement instead magnified confusion, making it nearly impossible to distinguish fact from fiction in real time. This wasn't a coordinated campaign or the work of a shadowy group. It was a perfect storm of online chatter, curiosity, and public fascination. The rumor's viral spread was a testament to how quickly information, whether true or false, can take on a life of its own in the digital age. The viral rumor overshadowed the truth, reminding us that just because something is everywhere online doesn't mean it's real. Traditional news outlets struggled to keep up, issuing clarifications and denials that were often drowned out by the sheer volume of online noise. This incident underscores the thin line between conversation and panic in our digital age. A single phrase, repeated often enough, can blur the boundaries between rumor and reality, sparking real-world anxiety and debate. In the end, the "Trump is dead" phenomenon served as a stark reminder. Seeing something everywhere online doesn't make it true. In a world where information moves faster than ever, critical thinking and skepticism are more important than ever before. The origins of the "Trump is dead" rumor can be traced back to a seemingly routine political interview that quickly spiraled out of control. What began as a standard Quanda session with a prominent political figure soon became the epicenter of a viral storm, demonstrating just how quickly information can be distorted in today's hyper-connected world. The interview in question featured Vice President Vance, who was addressing a range of topics, from policy issues to the stability of the current administration. As the conversation turned to the sensitive subject of presidential succession, Vance's words took on a life of their own. During the interview, Vance was asked a pointed question about what would happen if the president were suddenly unable to serve. His response, intended to reassure the public about the continuity of government, was clipped and rapidly circulated across social media platforms. The brevity of the soundbite, stripped of its original context, made it ripe for misinterpretation and speculation. The phrase that caught everyone's attention was "terrible tragedy." In the full interview, Vance used these words to describe a hypothetical scenario, but online commentators and headline writers seized on the phrase, treating it as a cryptic signal or even a veiled announcement. As the quote spread, the original context was quickly lost. Social media users, hungry for drama and always on the lookout for hidden meanings, began to speculate wildly about what Vance really meant. The internet's echo chamber amplified the ambiguity, twisting his words into something far more ominous than he had intended. News outlets and commentators jumped on the story, with some sensationalizing Vance's remarks to attract attention. What was meant as a statement of stability and reassurance was reframed as a possible hint at disaster, fueling further confusion and anxiety among the public. This incident is a powerful example of how the words of public figures can be reinterpreted, remixed, and weaponized online. In the digital age, a single phrase can be plucked from its context and transformed into a viral sensation, regardless of the speaker's original intent. While Vance's comment did not create the rumor from thin air, it provided a focal point for existing anxieties and suspicions. People who were already uneasy about the president's health or the stability of the administration latched onto his words, using them as evidence to support their fears. In a matter of hours, what started as a vague whisper became a global trending topic. The phrase, "Trump is dead," dominated social media feeds and news headlines, showing just how quickly rumors can spread, and how a few words, taken out of context, can ignite a worldwide frenzy. The "Trump is dead" trend was fiction, but concerns about Trump's health had some basis. At 79, Trump was the oldest president, inviting scrutiny of his health. In July 2025, the White House confirmed Trump had chronic venous insufficiency, CVI. Despite being manageable, CVI fueled speculation about his fitness. Official reports consistently portrayed Trump as healthy and active. The situation highlights the balance between official narratives and public speculation. The Simpsons has long been celebrated for its uncanny ability to seemingly predict real-world events, from technological advances to political outcomes. Over the years, fans and critics alike have marveled at the show's knack for foreshadowing everything from smartwatches to major elections. So, when the Trump is Dead saga began to swirl online, it was almost inevitable that The Simpsons would be pulled into the conversation. The show's reputation for prophecy made it a prime target for those looking to connect the dots, whether those connections were real or imagined. At a lively Comic-Con panel, creator Matt Groening made a tongue-in-cheek remark about Donald Trump, poking fun at the show's history of so-called predictions. The comment was meant as a joke, a playful nod to the series' pop culture legacy. However, in the age of viral soundbites and out-of-context quotes, Groening's words were quickly misinterpreted by some attendees, and soon after, by the wider internet. When Vance's offhand remark about Trump's fate went viral, conspiracy theorists wasted no time in linking it directly to Groening's Comic-Con joke. Social media platforms lit up with speculation, as users shared clips and quotes, often stripped of their original context. Hashtags trended, and message boards buzzed with theories that The Simpsons had once again predicted the future. This time, something far more serious. The media's fascination with The Simpsons' supposed prophetic powers only added fuel to the fire. Headlines blared about the show's prediction, and news anchors debated its accuracy on air. The Simpsons' long-standing reputation for uncanny foresight gave the false narrative a veneer of credibility, making it even harder for the truth to break through the noise. What began as satire, a simple joke by Groening, was quickly twisted into a so-called prediction. Online forums and rumor mills churned out articles and posts, each one building on the last, until the original context was all but lost. The line between humor and supposed prophecy blurred, fueling a wave of misinformation that spread far beyond the show's fan base. This episode is a powerful example of how pop culture references can be woven into elaborate and convincing falsehoods. In today's hyper-connected world, a single joke or offhand comment can be transformed into evidence for a viral rumor, especially when it comes from a show as influential as The Simpsons. The lesson here is clear. Context is crucial. Without it, even the most obvious jokes can be misinterpreted and weaponized as proof in the court of public opinion. As viewers and readers, we must be vigilant, questioning the origins and intent behind the stories we see online. Ultimately, the incident underscores the importance of context and critical thinking in the digital age. As information moves faster than ever, it's up to all of us to pause, dig deeper, and remember that not everything we see or hear is as it seems. The Trump is Dead trend thrived on memes, satire, and fake videos. Memes blurred humor and misinformation, creating a sense of reality. Satire's intent was lost, turning jokes into perceived news. AI-generated videos falsely claimed The Simpsons predicted Trump's death. These deepfakes reached millions, lacking media literacy to spot fakes. The trend shows how multimedia content spreads misinformation faster than text. The impact of viral content can shape public perception and cause confusion. The Trump is Dead trend wasn't the first death hoax about Trump. Celebrity death hoaxes are common, but social media amplifies them. In September 2023, Trump's son's hacked account falsely announced his death. The credible source caused shockwaves before being debunked. This history of hoaxes primed the public for the 2025 trend. Each hoax reinforces the chaotic nature of online information. Public figures become canvases for public hopes and fears. The recurring hoaxes reflect Trump's controversial presence. They remind us to be vigilant against those exploiting our trust. Amid the chaos, it's crucial to understand the U.S. procedures for a president's death. The 25th Amendment ensures immediate, seamless power transfer. The vice president becomes president instantly, ensuring continuity. The Presidential Succession Act outlines the line of succession. This plan is the antidote to panic, providing stability. The American system is resilient, designed to handle crises. The contrast between online chaos and constitutional certainty is stark. Established facts should guide us over viral fears. The Trump is dead. Rumor was amplified by AI and social media algorithms. Algorithms prioritize engagement, not truth, spreading sensational content. This creates a feedback loop, making rumors seem credible. Generative AI tools create realistic fake videos and images. These deepfakes lower the barrier for creating deceptive content. The convergence of algorithms and AI marks a new misinformation age. The hoax warns us to be critical of all online content. We must adapt our critical thinking to these technological forces. After days of chaos, the truth remains. Trump is alive. The trend was a viral phenomenon, born from misinterpretations and algorithms. It highlights the speed of misinformation in the digital age. The responsibility for verifying information rests on individuals. We must seek information from trusted sources and question sensational claims. The saga reveals vulnerabilities in our information ecosystem. The truth is often quieter and requires effort to find. Let's resolve to be mindful consumers of information, prioritizing fact over fiction.